It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Quickly to the air is Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offense and quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Ready? They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on third down. Looking deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. So first and goal from the 9-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And it's now a 7-0 game. McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. McCann now for the extra point. And it's good, and they've jumped out here to a quick 13-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try to keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get it there for a save. These two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-zip. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Smith will come in motion right. Second and 10 now, Wilson. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On now, Tucker McCann. Kicking into a headwind here in the second quarter. McCann's kick up and good. And they will move by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Second and 6. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 64 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Here's Jacobs. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him so far. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe of the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Wilson.
This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. And he's going to be taken down at the 40-yard line. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either will be Hall of Famers.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 24, Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Ruckert, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McCann.
These guys will take a 10-point lead.
McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
He's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
The kick by Sanders is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Come on.
They'll go option to the short side, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This is taken at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Barber. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On the draw, it's Hall.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
On third down, here's Hall.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Jets are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Extra point by McCann. Up and good. And the lead now up to 14. McCann's got it teed up.
But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Back to throw here. And this head straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
He'll drop to throw. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe the Dolphin got going a little early. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
We'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. To throw is Wilson. This is Smith with the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
In motion, the tight end. Now Wilson on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. This a very important drive. And that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. 60 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And Jacobs, I don't think he's going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of the 1st. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
He'll come out in the pistol. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Sanders on for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Wilson to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles. That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jones looking to throw right away. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Joey Sly on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Running again with Barkley on second down. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Giants had 4-9 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind him. Galvanize himself.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Jones. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A carry here for the big tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They go play action here on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Opening carry of the game for Cordell Patterson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
They're going to look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll buy some time right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now back to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensive.
Touchdown, Washington.
Curtis Samuel, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Sly on for the extra point.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score. Commanders 14, Giants 3.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the first two drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Ready up.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife.
Okay, right.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw again. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! Cordero Patterson, an 11-yard touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good,
and the lead is up to 18 now.
Commanders 41, Giants 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Jones on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
You see this a lot on corner blitzes because they don't often get a shot at the quarterback, so they want to take it when they can. But this time, the hit came too late. Easy call for the official.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Jones on 1st and 10. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Jones. This one is Slayton over the middle. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton from 8 yards out. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Come on, set, stick, mega.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's the tight end Howard. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, 34 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on second down. Jones.
He's able to find Melton.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd and 9, Jones eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Slot man moves right. Jones now to throw on third down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is gone. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Dancing, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he wisely will throw that one away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
Here we go, here we go.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Cordero Patterson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This pass complete to Melton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing Jones. He's going to let it go again. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Commanders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point safely through as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now back to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because
That gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit, but as far as the actual need...
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones got his man on the crossing pattern. It's Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 48 yards. Barkley will take it in for the Giants touchdown. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and the ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down for it.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. That is taken in by Hurst. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 32 on the play. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Blue strike. Slide 2.
He'll drop to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And that one results in 35 yards. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring it.
And my goodness, another interception. And he's got room.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense.